Good morning, tribe, and welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbruggen, here in Ravenscar, hanging out in my backyard. All right, I have, again, as usual, the conversation will just go wherever the conversation goes. I don't know what the topic is. We'll see what happens. Hey, Melanie, it's been a while. So have you been up since 2:30 a.m.? Hey, Chris, good morning. Good morning, John Mark. Hey, Joe, how are you? People are arriving. I keep hearing the ding ding of the bell over the door. It's kind of a virtual door and virtual bell, but so be it. Hey, good morning, Missy. Good morning, Cleo. Melanie, been up since 1:30. I'm sorry. Hey, good morning, Linda. Hey, Robert. Yep, hackberries. That will be next week's episode of Merriweather's World. Oh man, Chris. So you're out in the Gulf right now, huh? Cool. Hey, Eric. Hey, Tim. Hey, Curtis. Hey, Chris. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Terry. Hey. Going back to Chris Payne. So, like I said, it seems like you are still out on your ship. So, do you use a satellite-based internet, or how are you connecting? I'm curious. All right. Let me know. Hey, good morning, Holly. Good morning, Don. Good morning, Christina. Oh, you found hackberries. Were they ripe, Cleo? I noticed, up in the Dallas area where I was teaching, they were right on the edge of being ripe. They weren't quite red enough. I tasted a few. They weren't quite sweet. They were becoming sweet, but they didn't have the high sugar content that they will, in a few more weeks, at least in that particular cluster of trees. But coming soon. Hey, Joe, upright and no dirt on me, so it's good. Yep. I kind of agree with that. Let me just get more plants in the picture. Yeah, so I have goldenrod and asparagus growing around me. I had to shove. I'm actually kind of using my water barrels as a desk. Mrs. Weather has taken the music stand that I normally use for my computer and all that, so I had to quickly improvise. And looking at it, I'm a little worried about the stability here. Let me just adjust that. Okay. Hey, good morning, Serenity. Oh, okay. So you're on the Intercoastal Waterway. How far up does that go? I mean, that goes all the way up to Illinois or something, doesn't it? Hey, good morning, Jill. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Don. Oh, cool, Don. So you grew peanuts? Cool. Hey, Charles. Hey, Kathleen. Actually, goldenrod sounds like in a Austin Powers sort of thing. So on the peanuts, so you grew peanuts. I'm curious, where did you get your seed peanuts, and how many peanuts did you get, and how much space did it take? Because I would love to grow peanuts. So inquiring minds want to know, Don, who, what, where, how, why. Well, not why. We know why. Peanuts are tasty, and what you plan on doing with them. But Chris, so are you captaining this particular? I don't know if I can call it a boat or a ship or what. I know some people are kind of particular about the name of the vessel. So, but Chris, I've known a long time from Zombie Squad, and he's a mariner. So we'll throw that out there. Good guy, man. Huh. Need to get together again. We had some great kayak trips and things like that. Okay. Oh, man. Joe, good question. I don't remember, but if you go and look at the episode of Merriweather's World I did a few weeks, or about a month, maybe 4 weeks ago, in the episode of Elderberry where I talked about the chemistry, I gave the temperature limitations that were known for the medicinal compounds. In general, boiling is not good. But a lot of it depends on how long you boil it, because it's not just the temperature, but it's how long is it at that temperature. Hey, Julie. Emote the tea. Yes, I shall. Sometimes I drop teas off. Zombie Squad. You've never heard me talk about Zombie Squad, Serenity? Okay, so Zombie Squad, man, Chris, this started 15 years ago. So, short answer, think of it as the well-armed militant wing of the Red Cross. But basically what it is it started with a group of friends that liked zombie movies. And I always thought the people in zombie movies were idiots and, would always figure out better ways of dealing with the thing, to the point where they realized, there's a lot of people interested in this. And it became an organization. It actually became a 501c organization to help prepare people for whatever comes their way, the preparedness sort of thing, using the humorous thought that if you are ready for zombies, you are ready for anything. There used to be a very active chapter of it, chapter number 14. I don't remember. There was somewhere up in the maybe close to 50 chapters of Zombie Squad. It's still active. The Houston area one, chapter 14, is no longer an official chapter of Zombie Squad, because when it became a 501c, suddenly there was all sorts of paperwork that became involved, and it was a pain in the ass, and none of us actually had the time or the desire to do the paperwork. So instead of doing the paperwork, we decided, you know what, we're no longer part of Zombie Squad. We're just a bunch of men and women that hang out and talk and discuss things and go like that. So yeah, if you still look, it's zombiehunters.org, because Zombie Squad at the time when they got the URL was already taken, but zombiehunters.org, there's a really good forum on it for discussing all sorts of topics, from car preparations and food and wilderness and urban and suburban and sanitary hygiene, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, one of the requirements of Zombie Squad is you had to do, I think it was 4 service projects a year. And we used to do things, the Houston chapter would organize like bayou cleanups and go volunteer at the Last Organic Outpost, things like that. But yeah, Serenity, yeah, you would like it. Like I said, we had almost an equal number of men and women, medical, the whole kit and caboodle type things. Kathleen, I feel like a zombie. Does that count? That might put you on the wrong side of the telescopic sights, I guess, Kathleen. Something to keep in mind there. Looking or acting like a zombie around members of the Zombie Squad is generally frowned upon, because we are trained to make dead things deader. So, yeah, that's the motto, is we make dead things deader. So, all right. But yeah, so Kimberly, are you part of Zombie Squad, or were you back then? I don't remember. The first rule of Zombie Squad is double tap. But yeah, so I used to, let's see, for a while I was the vice president of the chapter, and for a while I was a treasurer, and mainly I was the social director, believe it or not. I would be the one finding different things for the groups to do and go around and do it. We tried, about 2 years ago to get it kind of active again, and we had a couple of meetups. Melanie is part of it. There's a few other people here that, and we need to have another one, even though it's unofficial. So we had one over a year ago, and it was well attended. And then we organized a second, and it was just Melanie and I, which was awesome, because we ate and drank and talked and had a great time. I'll go from there. We need to get the band back together, man. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely, if we set something up, Serenity, I'll get you an invitation. Cool. All right. Yeah. So You know, like they say, if you are prepared for zombies, then hurricanes are nothing. But there are chapters, and there are still active chapters. It is still an active 501c, but I got to tell you, the paperwork involved was just a pain in the ass. All the certifications and proof and and everything, it just nah. It kind of took the fun out of it. We put the fun in zombie apocalypse. I don't know if there. I guess let's see. We put the run in zombie. No. Ah, well. Anyway. All right, Chris. Yeah, you know what, Chris? We need to know your schedule so when you're in town, because you are always one of those key people. The zombie response at the Venice Fest? Ooh, that's got to be hard. Whoops. No, usually it's me just sending out emails to everyone. There is a Facebook group that most of us also belong to. So there was, a Houston chapter. There was a North Texas, Dallas chapter. I want to say there was even a chapter down in Brownsville, Texas. Texas is a hotspot for zombie preparation. Go figure. But yeah, it's funny. Here in the Houston, in the area where I live up on the North Houston, it was like half the Houston members probably all live within a 10-mile radius of here. So, but it's one of those things that was really fun, and then just everyone got busy. Most of us in it, let's see, there's me and a guy from up in College Station. We were by far the oldest, and then most of the others were a little younger. But we had kids, and then the other members started having kids, and then kids just kind of drove us away. The West Texas chapter, yeah, there must be a West, yeah, out in the Midland, Odessa. Hey, Cecilia. All right, but yeah, like I said, if you want to know the mathematics of setting up a solar system, solar cells and batteries and all that, Zombie Squad. If you want to know emergency first aid, Zombie Squad. If you want to know what's the best firearm for making a shot at over 10, well, not 10,000 yards, but a 2,000 yard shot, Zombie Squad. So, yeah. One of the things, if you join Zombie Squad, you can get an official fleet number, which is a code, that multi-number code that you put on your vehicle, just so other Zombie Squad members will be driving down the road and see you. There was multiple times. There was one time I was driving down 45, about 2 years ago when we were trying to get it back together. I was driving down 45, saw another vehicle with the Zombie Squad vehicle number, pulled up alongside. We rolled down our windows and were shouting stuff back and forth, contact information, as we drove down the road. So maybe not exactly the safest now that I think about it. Forget I said that story. Wow, there's a whole bunch of people that worked here at the Renaissance Festival. Yeah, and so that was the main issue with Zombie Squad. And kids are welcome, but kids have a tendency to become more important than parents and doing things. So, oh well. Airplane. But yeah, I mean, what was it? The city of Houston has the big hurricane preparedness fair thing in late winter, early spring, usually down at the George R. Brown, and they have all sorts of booths set up. And Zombie Squad, we were trying to get a booth there, but they never quite took us seriously enough. But there are other things there. Oh hell yeah, yeah, yep. Yeah, ham radio, all that sort of stuff. So, like I said, the Zombie Squad was big, like 8 years ago, but it's kind of dropped off some. Hey, Dad's here. Mama's up, going for coffee. Hey, cool. You're actually getting out of the house and going for coffee? Say hi to the... So, Dad and Mom are going out to their donut shop after this one. Cool. What are you making for breakfast, Dad? Making more French toast? I don't know if you can see Dad's picture. It's a turkey he got last year. It's good to hear Mom is up to going out. Cool. Lots of Renfest people, lots of people who like some. I will say that foraging seems to be popular amongst certain mindsets of people, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, spring preppers. We've done some stuff with them too. No, the Minnesota still isn't far enough north for Tim Hortons. At least none that I know of. You really have to get up into Canada or right along the border. So, but yeah, when I was in Calgary, Tim Hortons, man, that was the breakfast. Let's see. Hey, people are saying good morning to you, Dad. Hurricane Polly were each year local. Oh, cool. I know one of the big things is communications and trying to get all the different organizations that are trying to help all use some communication, overlap communications, so they can actually talk to one another and keep each other up on what they're doing. Oh man, toad in the hole. Sorry, easily distracted by food. Yeah, toad in the hole, bread, frying pan, butter, cooking bread, cut hole in bread, put egg in bread. Really, really, really good. You need to put a layer of Spam on it, Dad. That's what I made for breakfast yesterday or Sunday. Yeah, this I will say. It seems like just about everyone has some little urge to think, I wonder what plants are edible. It's very rare. Occasionally, I do encounter someone who thinks it's just crazy. Get your food at a supermarket, you freak. To those, I just nod, smile, and giggle behind my back. Oh wait, Tim Hortons. Let's see, Wolf. You're up in Boston, aren't you, Wolf? Is that right? Huh? They have Tim Hortons there. Boston. Maybe there's a lot of Canadians over there. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. Make a hard-boiled eggs in an air fryer. I guess do you have to poke a little hole in the shell, Melanie, to let the air escape, or you just put them in there and let them go? And how long does it take? I'm curious about that. Everyone keeps talking about air fryers, and they look really interesting. And I know, like at Uncommon Bees, they use theirs a lot. And so I'm more and more intrigued. I'm more interested in an air fryer than I am than an Instapot. But then Mrs. Weather is more intrigued by the Instapot. Ooh. I apologize there, Wolf. That's right, Maine. Yeah, Maine. Any part of Maine is better than Boston. Actually, any part of Maine is better than any part of Massachusetts. Okay. Wow. Okay, you are really up there. You have my sympathy in the winter. So yep, the hubs. I don't know. Maybe it's just husbands are a little more on the fry side, and like the moms are more on the slow cooker side. I don't know, but I suspect this coming Christmas there may be either an air fryer or an Instapot, or maybe both under the tree. But I like the. I gotta say the different things that I've had out at Uncommon Bees done in the air fryer. Ooh, that's good. Oh, speaking of which, here, gotta fix my hair. I put up the link for the class out at Uncommon Bees out near Jasper, Texas on September 5th is up. You can register. There'll be a morning class and an afternoon class. So we'll see how those go. If needed, if there's a demand, since I'll be spending the night there anyway, If the morning and the afternoon classes on Saturday fill, there's the option of adding a Sunday morning class too, but we'll see. A few months afterwards, a friend mentioned she had just heard that dandelions were eatable. People like that make me, what do they think humans ate before, grocery stores? I don't know. Wait. Okay. All right. For a second, I'm trying to think how you could have an air fryer and an Instant Pot. And yeah, I've learned over the years when you try and do multiple incompatible things with one thing, it doesn't really work. All right. Cool. Let's see. I'm not sure if you're talking to me or who, but anyway. All right. Oh, hey. And now, those of you with the liver pill, we will partake in a group taking of the morning dose. You knew I had to slip this in here somehow. So, like I said, I like to take 2 in the morning and 2 in the supper. Good stuff. I can feel my liver celebrating. Okay. I actually kind of assumed when people are asking for, to be PM'd information, it's usually from Melanie. Let's see. All right. Already took yours, man. Yeah, it's going to be a thing. Like at 7:50, we'll all take it together. So if you don't have it, I gotta get it. Yeah. Yikes. Anyone out in the Kerrville area capable of fixing a flat tire? You can probably get some goat milk in exchange. You just live too far out there, Kiri. Cool. Yeah. I'm going to say this. The people have figured out that maybe being prepared for some things is a good idea. The whole pandemic and the world ending and all that seems to have taught people that. They used to be just one side of the political spectrum for the most part, but now it's everyone is kind of doing it, and so there are certain things in survival. You set certain things aside, like bigotry and so forth, and just try and help one another, please. Love coffee. Just looking. I feel like the plants are creeping closer and closer as I talk. But maybe it's because watching the Day of the Triffids at like midnight. Yeah. This is one right now. There's pretty much no ammo on any stores, no ammo online. I'm lucky after I got my first pig, was it 2 months ago now? I just absolutely fell in love with the pig hunting, so I got a bunch more pig hunting ammo. So at least I'm set there. Yeah, I think this Sunday I have to cook up another pork shoulder. Oh man, I love pork. All right. Yeah, a lot of us learned that, and there are certain things that we just didn't think of, like toilet paper. But we were okay on that, but not great on that. Yeah, that's another thing. I mean, the and looking back, hindsight is 2020. The pandemic was always one of the big things, at least the Zombie Squad talked about as potential problems because it had happened before. It was a confirmed risk if you look at historically, and yet I don't know of anyone who had a big pile of the masks. There are a number of people that had gas masks and chemical like from work. Every year I would get a chemical gas mask and the cartridges and so forth, and that really kind of doesn't do much for the pandemic. I guess it would. I could wear it around. That actually might be fun. The problem though with just to go sideways for a second, with the respirator masks, either the full face or the half face, is you can't have facial hair. So I would have to shave my lovely face pet off to stay safe. And I'm not sure, survival and safety, face pet. It's a hard choice. Okay. Bird with the red breast is purple finch or house finch, has tail strongly notched. Okay. So mom is a big bird fan and a butterfly fan. So she has a number of books. And recently I've been seeing a bird I hadn't seen before. It looks like a small sparrow, but has a deep crimson head and like dicky sort of thing going on. And then the rest of it is brown. And I was just trying to figure out what it was. So mom was helping me. Where's the fun in that? I want a big face pet, like a raccoon is clinging to my lips. Yep. The one saving grace on the whole toilet paper is if you're out on long trips in the woods, you learn how to use and clean a bandana. I will say no more. Okay, fish oil. No, those will be great. Both the zinc and the fish oils. So, in fact, with the fish oils, you might even be able to reduce the dose because in the liver pill there is the flaxseed, which has the omega-3, kind of the same chemicals that are in the fish oil. So I would not stop taking the fish oil, but for the same effects, you can maybe take one pill less of the fish oil per day. If you're taking multiple pills of fish oil a day, I would take one fish oil pill less, but keep the zinc at whatever level you're taking the zinc. Yeah, I get that a lot. So one of my woods masters, a man by the name of Ron Hood, may he rest in peace, he had a special bandana, a square bandana, but it was two triangles, very different color. One said head, one side, one triangle part had the word head, and the other part had the word ass. So he always knew which, went around his head and which went elsewhere. So he never, got it mixed up. So the thing is, when he had it rolled up so that the head was against the head, the word ass was across his forehead. So, but he said he never got bothered out in the woods. Okay. Oh, Kroger's. I mentioned last week that Kroger's has a lot of their summertime stuff on sale now. Their different camping gear. They have a propane gas grill, little tabletop, for $12, down from $38. But they also have a selection of their freeze-dried foods. They had packets of two-person packet of pad thai chicken for $6. So I will tell you right now that the Kroger's around Spring, Texas have been stripped of that, but you might find it in some other Kroger's elsewhere. Okay. That amuses me. So if the alcohol content of the tincture is more than 40% alcohol, so 80 proof or higher, no issue. If you drop lower than that, lower than 40%, then you might have an issue. So it really depends on the person making the tincture knowing the proper ratios and so forth. So yeah, I've Kroger's is on my way home, and it's right there. And so I've been stopping in to see if they've been dropping the prices of the clearance stuff even more, and they have. That's where I got all these, the silicone cups for my distillation unit and all that. But yeah, I keep looking at that grill, and I told my girls that if you want to get me a Christmas present, buy this grill and just store it, until Christmas. But yeah, it's maybe maybe 20 inches long by 10 inches deep. It's 8 o'clock. So it's a nice little grill. It uses just the little, the round camping propane cylinder type things. Good stuff. All right, tribe. It is 8 a.m. Time for me to go into battle. So at this point, love to you all. It sounds like I didn't see anyone. Well, Kathleen, I guess, is dealing with the whole COVID emergency in the emergency room. So vibrations and love out to Kathleen. Hang in there. This too shall pass. Other than that, have a great day, people. I will see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow evening. And like I said, don't forget, go hop over to the Foraging Texas page. Check out the upcoming classes there, because a whole bunch have been added. None really in the Houston area, but Dallas and East Texas, Jasper, Alto, and then, of course, the Austin area. So, all right, have a great one. See you tomorrow. Excuse me, coffee burp.